the NDC. Kabore imagine.
Yeah, bro, Mr. Speaker.
Then bomb to say.
Adom on Piebo. I hear you go suka krakra.
Mami ntiwe na yentu ankomodi ani so.
Fa na mo ase no pay na yamomo abaso. Woduma so amodiboa amagana. Na yemfa entie mu duro. Ema watifo no wahwefo all over the globe. Wono age brani adaje na oni yedi dwumade ya no pay. Mami ntia lawyer. Na mentia menua penny. Say anopai amemfa kwajan so na memfa Ghana fo nyina seda emfa makani mampani John Dramani Mahama ne naban se enene de num pepepa ode ne pen si nkrata so esensan yedi adanse egi to mu se etuo bebrebe kotobe kumema na nadodanko akufo ado Alhaji Mahmud Kabore ne MPP aban ede beyan yekuo mu a wo mu anim se na ema ye home brebro ni ka se it suffocates us na wi ase o mu san de ebegina apaso na wonto ye nsrewa afedi ya anya de ye moko mu mpesi ye yidi a mo san koto mayen na Ghana fo de bi sebe enya agro ne kotoma mehwe oba nia utia kase dua so no ontua so mprenu sanse utia so abafa twene nti wono overwhelmingly rejected the MPP Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration and gave massive endorsement to John Dramani Mahama. Sa boshe no a ye ne Ghana fo di no kokoa mu ne penti mu no ya mananko ye boshe a sebiu ebeka ketase ye di so a nei owura Mahama de ose ayoyo e-levy as at 2nd April we transaction kura ye ti e-levy no enra ya refund obi a de ayeden aside the akomano. It tells you how this government is very sensitive when it comes to matters of public life and the public issues. And ye do Mahama say investors no so Wall Street no so no yes we 10% betting tax in our abolition. Ye kadwa de bia me ka kire wo se enye de abo adwene pene so that na so ne ye danda no enye de mabunu ne pese ye bekwa kwetena betting center se ekotwa bet but abo bi na ka wo until such a time we get sustainable decent well paying job for the youth no we should not out of cruelty and insensitivity impose taxes on baby omode survivor and also ye free go kotobe kumimba vat ye de koto insurance policy ye free go ene eto ahodo aka enti anopai ye Owura Mahama se koke wo krum pacho entisa koke bia komoni krum si am no kese otisi monten so ankomo Ghana fo die eye to a na eye won ko mu a ye firi wande wo manya oje ene home a wo mutimi ekọ onyuma so dada mfaso ebam what else and then aban policy direction efasa niema we hu zero tolerance to drugs and crime. The policy direction no enti sabi yesi woni mamamra I want to amamra se enti ya set the pace na ye disananim no enye ye ne ye besoso eniema bi so hwe publication we wa wonuanom my joy na ye Ghana identified as transit country for drug trafficking. Enye Mahmud Kabore ne kaye enye nobody to say me Kabore na owura ntum for do ne kaye British High Commission ene kansa asemwe 2022 owura Mahama na onye mampani wa Ghana. It was under President Akufo-Addo Dr. Alhaji Mahmud Kabore and lawyer Sebemo party MPP for British High Commission to make such a categorical statement. Abra yanso kura ni etitima oman no mu no ya ante kura dasa aban kura make effort akwati kokeda. Mr. Speaker, in the spirit of transparency, accountability and participatory governance, say amamu no ayebuni ebuma bibia ya fanya magana fo nyina hunu mu no John Dramani Mahama administration decided to do different thing. Say bibia ya boni a efi say betima nya nsonsanso o man Ghana mu yetimi tu saa de no so saa na nipa kro so saa na whatever it is, on Etia, we will let the people be in the know. And that is why recently, Ubeti ECG containers here, as at Ura Captain Jabari, Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, Kote Hobabi, about 125 ECG cable bundles. It will be uncompleted building in Akosisa. That is why at Temahoba, Bubako, ECG containers are either Yaton China for one day Nania Lomi in Ayakochire. That is how containers here, and also not fake currencies near the idea called Yetimi out in Yenya, yet the two Ghana for him. Now we are watching her baby. Ubin so completed with Akrabi Netenim, Uru Ulmambi. Udu a unsu krasa bone koso e fra papa no Dr. Battery. Wo mu twa fake currencies. Now no ara kwamu ha. Ye ko intercept echi kokea with a street value of about 350 million. Opioid drugs amount for ye bibi de esi wonim red. And one worth of about almost $280 million. And also echo interceptive report ada ya echo Senegal is here ni ebe dey we kuruma Senegal kwanda and then also nyina ya chi amagana fo hu na ya sen because in the spirit of transparency and accountability I was say Ghana fo hu no ba be free and ba be echo. This is John Mahamad's administration. Even at the time when British High Commission feels you guys made this country a safe haven for drug trafficking. One to me and my young one thing. And then those people to be Jarian no patience you don't see to do the effort. I bet net TV so say woman moral right but chire yen kwampa. You be fast one my kuro no asumdua bam kwampa you be to trace no bone kwampa na way and away. Let's not do that. It's not good for us. And your papa, now but fancy what you near. No true no or say no. Ye can be an MPP ni be an MPP for Madrid and say Ura Mahama na Mugu no fi. But a quack can't even Ghana ni no wanya sabi so one krata so ni krata or Europe or Asia or America or ye na man a quack can say yesimu kuro mumu ye no bone. So as far as I know, there is no conversation about cookie outside there. Second issue. Hey, Obi na watena se hu say, hey, say you go opposition. Kwa ben na me so me fa so a metimi ahwe ade aban anye ne yi no. Me de be ba bonten. Say in the spirit of said the ultra said nim na chia say internet no. Say in the spirit of so be good who fin no so party abo no de e no opinion. Ora Samuel Okuja to ablakwa. Ye wo opposition. Or ye investigation be brea. A boy may save millions of cedis, billions of cedis for this country. But for Okuja to ablakwa. Come penny Kufuor behind luxury jet for 8 years, $15,000 every hour for 8 years. Yes, I calculation here. How many hours are there in 8 years? Multiply that by $15,000. By now, Kamemene will kia young kwa. Kia toya mo man be a jisika and ya kwa halu prekesia bre nipa baako because of you say he's so big than the presidential jet to Ura Kufuor Betinamu. Okujatu, that's how he saved us. Among other things. Sajumano Okujatu ye no. It was cloud with a sense of emotional intelligence, deep thinking, the ability and readiness to gather all the facts before you speak. You must be someone who you know what to say, when to say, and where to say it. Now they are taking now TV so you don't intercept suspicion. You intercept information, document, videos. So when you tell me say why intercept BBA, then you should be able to help investigative body by tendering in those information you intercepted for purposes of investigation. As we speak, who put it to lawyer? So the burden of proof lies on who is alleging. As we speak, tell me one evidence here. For Team Ford, I'm investigating for this. It's true. National security say.
Wamamo lead, you know.
What is the lead?
Wamamo lead, and they said there is a flight.
What is it the first time one?
No, ABC.
Mr. Speaker, don't fall for.
Why shouldn't the investigation review
Mr. Speaker,
better information?
Don't fall for that mediocrity. Don't fall for it. 2019, 2018. There was an emergency landing of Emirates flights at Kotoka Airport. One was for refuel. Another was a pilot to know what emergency health issues and I was attending to him. They landed at Kotoka. And it is said here, when an aeroplane or an aircraft decide to land or do transit, and I decide to land for refreshment and continue on the journey for refueling, that amounts to say our aircraft is carrying a contraband and I say a drug. Hey, adena mama ya limited ya lower the bar sir.
But what's your conversation?
What you man in opposition na?
What's your dear lawyer Sebeka ya? I say pictures and videos crowd must show no. I mean, flight aware indicate itself our flight in the last 3 months in Tunko baby. I mean, he's giving you evidence and substance of indications across. And the flight, so to speak, is being represented.
They can always set their own questions and answer them. Get the details right. Then you know say no one asking the question, no answer. The first flight I have for certification purposes. For certification purposes. Did it happen or not? The second air ambulance, air med buy now on landing for refueling and refreshment. Say normal 12 which is a normal thing aircraft does. Upon landing on GACL now so man tie ko pie. The in 48 hours time was there another aircraft at the tie eba Kotoka for purposes of fixing the air med na enya challenge na
the tie no ampai whilst onam you.
Now then how do you land? How do you land? Until for lawyer better say na or 2 years no anya problem do you man say no who anya problem, it is neither here nor there. The idea was not to land to fix a challenge they are encountered. The idea was to land to refuel. And we share Felix video now. Those are the evidences out there. If you cannot go by the evidence, don't misquote him. But what I say?
Me too.
Now in all this conversation, the people I blame, are opening power that Ghana Airport Company. Why should it be Kabore and Mimi duty? Upon all the good things this government is doing, now Obi are making such a grievous, unsupported claim, allegation against your company. Now basically there, Ghana Airport Company has not been able to issue one statement.
Sir, for no, your friend is saying, Mupati communicators kwachi for Subeye government communication minister. Why say obes sanction no ama all the institutions, a corporate affairs and communication person at BBC or be responding. Yes, your more design for no kwa na CEOs na pam wo so mumpe. And how do you expect the airport company to respond?
So,
and it is under your government's watch.
This is even more than
so who is supposed to respond?
This is even more than an issue for corporate affairs. This is an issue that borders on integrity of management. And this is a management meeting now say assuming without admitting. Said the team for your Kenya no play bet me Sikroma yen man authorization permit as a company. Now bet me the Nubania Bano atimi they are passing through immigration here there. Na some penny for that so ho. Then what are we doing to ourselves as a country? So this alone is an indication and revelation say penny no down man no. Nothing but gross incompetence. President Mahama should fire the person. He should be fired. That person should be fired.
Me
say, say Abuano say I was infinity. Yes, sanity. Near the Jones ready as well. So the head of that company should be fired. Now the me no sometimes you see a re-election you say we not take so when whying. Obu onim die na ban foforo kra na de namba ye maning adwuma. Me on several platforms I have said and supported said nyema me di mani akwakwo hu minerals commission no. I don't support any call for ORIC to be changed or removed. So, but people like Ghana Airport Company, no, she doesn't know what it takes. One to even win an election. She doesn't know how it pains for be in the name of partisan politics. Best say an entire government today.
I will not say Kufuor on the appointee.
Yes.
And I'm mobile most on twice with
unko twaso.
I saw go so.
And this case she has failed and she must go. Ora mama won me ya adwene dia. Let her go. They try to. Now ora nti before do na otimi benkum so e dey dis ankomo na okeka say the lawyer can many problem. Say MPP Kasamafu biya na oba na kamini problem. But an apostle of the law, a lawyer, adding his voice to unsubstantiated claims and drawing conclusions as though he has empirical evidence, it tells you where your democracy in the Babia Babedru.
Okay.
And for me, as Mabununo, Sabi, and they say freedom of speech in tea. Proceed lawyer there. But let's be guided because the future awaits us and we are the next generation of leaders. Say, Mr. Speaker, and find your